With the legislature now, Republicans are filing bills that they say will help prevent voter fraud in Texas. And there hasn't been any evidence of widespread voter fraud in Texas or any other state for that matter. This effort is similar to efforts that are being made by other GOP-led legislatures across the country. Now, many Democrats say that this is a blatant attempt at widespread voter suppression, but State Senator Paul Bettencourt says there is a need to strengthen election integrity. His Senate District 7 is located in Harris County and includes parts of Houston and Tomball.
Let's get right to the criticisms, because we've been hearing this a lot here and in other states. Basically, the way it lays out, Democrats say that Republicans are using the falsehood of widespread voter fraud as a cover to limit voter turnout in future elections because 2020 didn't go the GOP's way. What do you say to that?
Well, I say the facts are completely opposite to that, because 2020 went the GOP way in Texas. We had record turnout, highest level, and also the best percentages of turnout is in 30 years. So these criticisms aren't based in fact. Look, when I look at my Integrity 7 bills, which are voter or integrity bills, what do they do? Okay, well, let's get rid of the hyperbole and talk about what they do. I don't think people should be registered in 2-by-3-inch post office boxes. Okay, I've got nearly 5,000 people in Harris County registered in little PO boxes. They don't live there, so they shouldn't be able to be registered there. And when you look through these are common sense reforms, not some grandiose scheme to turn back what was a big successful election and turnout that was clearly obvious by the numbers.
But Senator, if these bills go forward with only Republican support, is there a concern that you'll have a big chunk of the electorate in Texas who feels like they don't have more voter confidence after these measures go through, that it was a partisan push?
Well, we haven't even had the bills to a committee debate, so I'm not going to assume this is going to be just a pure partisan vote. I think what we have to look at is what works and what doesn't work. And we have things we need to fix, and let's have that discussion about it. And I hope that will garner bipartisan support.
I want to shift gears here and talk about the winter storm blackouts now. A lot of Texans who were hit by days of electricity failures and then may have been hit by large electric bills were clamoring for accountability in these last weeks. But this week, the Texas Public Utility Commission chairman, who was just appointed by Governor Abbott earlier this month, resigned after Texas Monthly published audio and reported that he had held a 48-minute phone call with out-of-state investors who stood to profit from the storms, promising to keep their profits intact. Should that give Texans confidence that the priorities are in the right place?
Well, in that particular chairman's case, absolutely not. It's an abhorrent statement, and the governor asked him to resign, and he should have resigned before the governor even asked him, because that's a preposterously bad public policy statement for a regulator to make. I've listened to that tape, and it just, it literally would make my hair on fire if I could do it. I'm that mad about it, because it means that he already presupposed back almost, several weeks ago that he wasn't going to listen to the Senate, wasn't going to come in and tell the truth in the Senate hearings, had already made up his mind. And even though we tried to pass legislation that would get some repricing of what was an error by the outside market monitor, he obviously had already made up his mind he wasn't going to do it. So that's one resignation that is water on the bridge and good riddance as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, there's going to be some Texans not happy about that audio in that call. Will average, regular Joe Texans actually see any real reform or relief coming out of Austin with this particular situation?
And we're not even talking about winterization, a whole bunch of other factors. So we're going to get a lot done. That's my prediction, because it has to be done. It has to be done. We had it 10 years ago in North Texas, especially. And we did learn from it. Well, I wasn't there then, but I'm a quick learner, even if I'm just an Aggie senator, the only one in the state.
Senator Bettencourt, thank you for taking the time with us today. We really appreciate it.
No problem. Thank you.